It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another production here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It is our mission to try to bring you some news you could use. Today is no exception to the rule. Follow me on X at the Mike Prince Show and on the Open Mic Broadcast Network platform for YouTube. With all that being established, we'll go to a very brief update for Friday, March 29th. Well, the Panthers and Jags, for whatever reason, had to push yesterday's opening series back to today, so they'll actually start today. Meanwhile, the Texas Southern Tigers fell short to Grambling State on yesterday, so Grambling State remaining hot, representing the West. And with all of that, as the dust settled, as we mentioned on yesterday, the upper echelon from the West would be your Grambling, Southern, Texas Southern, and Prairie View. And it's a matter of, can Prairie View position themselves this coming weekend against the Southern Jags to try to show at least an early dominance in the season in the first half for sure, leading to the backstretch of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Meanwhile, on the east side, Jackson State seem to be in the driver's seat for right now, followed very closely by FAMU, Bethune, and somewhat to a surprise, Alabama State is struggling out of the gate. But nonetheless, that's why we play the games, that they can figure this thing out along the way. We know that a lot of this measure of success is going to come by way of the pitcher's mound. And yes, there are limited 90-plus throwers within the conference, and if you do have some of the 90-plus throwers in the conference, in most cases it's a battle of balance, of control. But I've always believed that the art of true pitching is just keeping the batter's timing off, and with the ability to mix up your pitches. And I'm a firm believer you don't have to throw, as I mentioned, 90-plus. You don't even have to be throwing in 90s period, but with a good changeup to offset your fastball and perhaps a slider, these three pitches could really help out. And if you really understand the art of the fastball, you really have two different fastballs you can throw. You can throw a two-seam fastball or the four-seam fastball in addition to the changeup and the slider. That's a total of four pitches right there that could really make life a bit challenging for some pitchers. And another art to the pitching is that you don't need to strike out every batter. Use the 7 defenders that you have with your left fielder, center fielder, right fielder, and your infield to help you sort out the opportunity of having the most success. So it's about that adjusting on the pitcher's mound and trying to execute the flash of the lever when you can on defense, making sure that you make the plays that you need to make. The routine plays are going to always take care of themselves, but putting in that extra effort on the defensive side of things, because one thing that is going to be for sure, you're going to have to make the defensive plays. You're only expected to hit 30% of the time at the plate, but you've got to make 90+% in the fielding area. And that's where you're going to shave the differences between wins and losses when it comes to errors that are not being made and pitchers taking advantage of the defenders that they have behind them. But nonetheless, we'll get through all of that over the course of Resurrection Weekend. Starting again today, the Panthers and the Jags will start their series off. Texas Southern and Grambling will get Game 2 off later today, along with the other scheduled matchups over the weekend. I'm going to exit stage left for right now. Thank you guys so much for joining in with us. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.